Summertime, summertime. Finally allowed to have some friends over for a social distancing barbecue. Sun's shining, grass is green. Sure, I've missed my old pals. Let's see what they've been up to. Oh, hey, Bob. What's new, buddy?
Not much. Just found out my girlfriend's been cheating on me with some guy with 1 foot.
Oh, geez, Bob, that's sounds awful. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go get some ice. Gotta go out. I'll be back later. Wow, poor Bob. Oh, hey, Tim. Tim, hey, what's shaking?
Hey, well, as you know, when they announced the shelters in place, I was banging my mistress at the time, so now I'm stuck quarantining with her. She's dumb, and so I'm totally ready to go back to my shitty wife and kids.
Wow, Tim, that's terrible. Well, hang in there, buddy. I gotta take a leak. I'll see you later. Oh, yikes, Tim too. Oh, jeez, what are the chances? All these. Oh, hey, Sammy boy. Hey, what's the good word?
What's up, my man?
Hey, Sammy.
Been kind of rough. Was out hiking in the woods, and sorry, let me start.
Uh huh.
Okay.
You all right, Sammy?
Can't look at you. Yeah, sorry. Was drinking a Smirnoff Ice, got caught in the wrong throat. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, man, I was hiking. Sorry, I'm really sorry. Okay, hold on.
Pull yourself
I
together.
was out hiking in
Sammy.
the woods, and I got my leg caught in a bear trap, and my cell phone was dead, and I couldn't call anyone, so I had to cut off my own foot. But I guess on the plus side, I started fucking Bob's girlfriend, so that's pretty cool.
Wow. Well, this is brutal, man. Why? My friends with so many sad sacks. I gotta get out of. Oh wait. Oh hey, Doug. Doug, please tell me nothing terrible's happened to you.
Well, I heard you can get the Rona from golfing, and, well, as we know, farts, they the cough of the bud.
Oh.
So, so, long,
Yeah.
long story short, I've been holding in a fart for 3.5 months.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, only one thing can save this. So let me pour these snacks in a bowl here. There we go. Yep. I'm gonna carry these outside. Let me just hand these out. Attention, everybody! Attention! You tried it. You tried that. Summertime. The summer solstice today. I'm Nick Novak with my pals Chad Hancock,
Howdy.
Nick Geiger.
Hey there.
So for this intro, I told these guys to come up with something on their own. So we had never heard what each other was going to say until then, and I thought it worked worked pretty well.
Yeah, we're pros. We didn't crack at all.
The problem was Geiger's dumb voice just made me start laughing, and then I couldn't stop. So I'm blaming Geiger for that one.
Yeah. My dumb voice was unsustainable with my level of ability to not laugh, so I had to alter it.
Cool, great intro.
Here we are. It's finally at long last summer. We can get outside, enjoy the weather, and what better summer topic than magic? Magic is the
Yeah.
beloved
Yep.
institute of summer. All right, so how do you guys actually feel about magic in general? So I don't mean like the idea of magic existing, but if you're gonna watch a magic show, like, is it an interesting or fun thing for you to do to go watch like a David Copperfield type of magic or see it on TV?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I definitely love those kinds of shows a lot as a kid. My main problem with some of those now is that it seems like the magicians themselves are just such giant douchebags, like what's the like David Blaine or something? Isn't he like a huge
Chris Angel?
Yeah, Chris, they just like suck so hard. But I like magic in general. I think it's like, pretty interesting. I like that movie The Prestige. So, there you go. That's magic, right?
And you also said you played a lot of Magic the Gathering. You were telling me.
Yeah, the worst kind of magic. Yeah, there was like 2 years in high school where I was super obsessed with Magic the Gathering. I had like both my brother and I and a bunch of his friends, we all got like, huge decks of Magic the Gathering cards, and we'd play against each other like before school or over recess instead of like, doing physical activity or whatever.
Here, here's something I never understood about Magic the Gathering, so maybe you can explain.
Yeah,
So, like, everyone's deck is not equal, right? Like, you can go
correct.
purchase a
Right.
card that just obliterates people. Is that how it works? So, like, if the nerdiest nerd, like, has saved up all of his money to buy this very powerful card, he could just, like, walk the playground just defeating everybody?
It just whips the card at everybody's face and they fall over. Theoretically, you are correct. There are like some cards that are more rare than others, but I mean, I haven't played the game in 24 years or something. At least back then, none of the cards were like super, super overpowered. Like there was always like kind of a defense against any particular card, and so you just had to have like a well-rounded deck. And I can't believe I just said all that sentence. Please just drown me right now.
I used to sit in, a lot of my friends in high school played it, and I sat there in study hall and like I didn't play, but they all played, because I sat with them. All I remember, and keep me honest, I could be even not even right about this. I feel like all I heard them talk about was mana. Oh, I don't have enough mana. Give me mana. I need more mana. The word mana was used a lot. Was that a big part of that game? I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically the like the energy you need in order to like cast spells, right? So like
Yeah.
if you
Uh-huh.
if you want to like summon a dragon into existence, you have to have a certain amount of mana in order to do that.
How many lockers do you need to get stuffed into to get 20 mana, nerd? No. I did not do. I was doing super cool stuff like striking out with girls and not being good at sports. I get that same feeling with my son now because he's super into Pokemon, both on the Switch and in the card decks. And he will just sit there and talk for 30 minutes straight about something, and I understand nothing. It's like, well, you got Rookedy, and he hits Shatterstar, and that's got a 21 overprotect. And I'm like, huh? Like, you don't know anything about life at all, but you know.
You don't know anything about life? They tell him.
He's fucking 9. He doesn't know shit.
Yeah, so now you know what a dipshit you were at age 9.
Oh, yeah. the problem is at age 9, I knew nothing at all. He at least has Pokemon that he can be an expert at.
On the topic of real magic, there was this guy that I knew in college. Freshman year of college, he was like on my dorm floor, and he was like a magician. That's what he wanted to be, was like a professional magician.
So he went to college?
And so, yeah, I think probably like his parents made him go to college or something, but
did you go to school at Hogwarts?
No. He probably he would put on magic shows and stuff, and I don't know, he was just kind of like a typical nerdy guy. But I remember right about that time there was like these specials on, I want to say Fox or something like that, where it was like the masked magician like reveals the secrets.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember these?
I watched some of those, yeah.
Yeah, and it was like some magician that was like giving away the secrets of some of like the more famous magic acts, and he hated that so much. And I remember he went on this like 10-minute rant about like how morally wrong this show was because it was like ruining these magicians' livelihoods and so on and so forth. And then a couple years later, I actually saw him on one of those like America's Got Talent style shows.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he went up there like to perform, and his whole act was like multiplying cards. So he had like a deck of cards and was like, all of a sudden 2 cards would turn into 4 or whatever, like, and then at the end of it, he was just like, hold out his hands, and like all these cards just started shooting out of his sleeve, and you could like clearly see the card cannon like that he had hidden underneath like his clothes. And I was like, I just remember like, I was like impressed that he got on the show, but I was also like, if you're gonna rail against like the masked magician, like, hide your fucking card cannon,
Did he, of all the secrets that were revealed, did he ever learn the secret of how to become a mana?
He didn't learn it from me, I'll tell you that, because I'm still trying to figure that out.
Novak, what's your thoughts on magic?
I mean, it's fine.
Magic, It's fine.
It's entertaining. You know, I actually think I know David Blaine seems like an annoying guy, but I'd rather watch that, like him just walking up to people on the street and doing something interesting, than watching like Copperfield up on the stage with a big shit-eating grin and like being super shocked and like running in circles with some like scantily clad lady, and then pulling a curtain aside and there's like
Copperfield for some reason.
well, he pulls a curtain aside and there's like he dances in front of the curtain for 15 seconds. He pulls a curtain aside and there's like a helicopter, you know. I'm like, clearly it's just like a bunch of fucking team of people like helping to do this. It's not him actually doing anything. He's just dancing around like a jackass, and then there's people put a helicopter there. So
do you guys remember when David Copperfield made the Statue of Liberty disappear, and it was like so clearly that they just like rotated the camera platform and then like took the curtain away and they were just showing off into the night sky? It's like the stupidest fucking thing. And then they asked him about it later. He's like, "No, I didn't do that. It like really disappeared."
It's just pointed right at the cameraman's face. Is this staring forward? Spun the camera around.
It was a lady wearing the Statue of Liberty thing, and she just moved off to the side. I actually, when I was a kid, my dad took me to David Copperfield at the Bradley Center in Milwaukee or something, and I loved it. I mean, of course, I was like 8 or 9, like as we've established. Right. I didn't know anything about life, so
you didn't know anything about life.
Nothing at all. So like he did a similar trick that you're talking about, Novak, I think, and I don't remember the specifics. It was obviously a long time ago, but like he was like something or other. He was outside of a box, and then all of a sudden he got into some like encased box on like a motorcycle or a Corvette, and we're like, whoa! But it probably was just like a curtain going by. A guy shoving a car in a box, opens up the Prestige, like, you know.
Now tell me if you guys have this desire at all. Now that I have, because you guys have kids, so you know my daughter's like going to be 16 months, and she's very easily amazed by things right now. You know, like I can do things like,
yeah,
I'm holding a ball, and then like I just put the ball behind her, and I'm like, "Where's the ball?" And then she can't believe it when it appears again. But it made me think like I want to learn actually some like low level, like basic bitch kind of magic tricks, right? Like quarter behind the ear or some shit, just so that like I can continue to impress her for at least a couple more years before she hates my guts.
That's pretty low fathering, because I'd be like, "Oh, look behind you," and then I will have landed my wife lands a helicopter in our backyard. I'm like,
I just last week I told Jake that I was going to make the Statue of Liberty disappear, so I flew to New York and planted explosives and blew it up. And then I was like, "Look, it's gone!" And he was like mind blown because he.
Oh, I thought you were going to say. You were like, "Hey, Jake, the Statue of Liberty is going to disappear," and then you took his Pokemon cards and jabbed his eyes out with them. Can't see it anymore, can you?
If my kids are not impressed, they no longer would be impressed by that. So instead, what I did was I bought the most expensive Magic card I could, and I just walked the playground, just defeating every kid in Magic. And I was like, "Now you know about life."
My kid's Boy Scout troop for the year-end ceremony or whatever had this magician come in, and he was fine. I mean, sleight of hand stuff, and the kids liked it. And at the end, they each got to take home a magic trick. And it's like, it's something about like there's a box with a cube in it that's got different colors on each side, and you're supposed to like pick the cube and then switch it without touching it or something. And basically all you do is take the side of the box and put it on a different side so it still looks like a box. And so my kid tries to do it to me constantly, knowing I was at the show. I didn't explain it well. It's fuck. You can't see anyway. So he's just standing in front of me.
He doesn't know about life. It's fine. He doesn't get it.
He doesn't know about life at all. And I just hear like click, clack, click, click, clack, 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 click, clack, clack, drops the box, picks it up again, click, clack, clack. 10 minutes later, look, it's gone. Great job, David Copperfield. And I roll my eyes.
We actually got the kids a Magic set at some point that they liked, but there was a time we were actually on vacation in like Lake Geneva or just somewhere, like a small little trip, and we went to this Magic show, and it was like in a strip mall kind of a thing, and there were maybe 30 chairs in this like little Magic area, and there was us and then like one other family of 3 people in the entire crowd. So we were all sitting in the front row, like being forced to clap at this old man's weird magic tricks. And the thing we still repeat to this day, like that he kept doing, he would have a rope with a knot in it, and he would like be rubbing his hand over the top of the rope, saying, "We just massage it a little, and then we just massage it a little," and then like the the knot would come out of the rope. Like the trick was taking the knot out of the rope without untying it. But like 5 different times he kept redoing this trick, and every time it was, and then he'd like walk right up to one of us in the crowd in our face and say, "We just massage it a little, just massage it a little." So to this day we still say massage it a little as much, at least once
How
a
about
month.
you, Paperboy? You're starting to piss me off.
That guy for sure visits the wrong kind of massage parlors, and he's just like, "See this knot in my penis? You just massage it a little. You just massage
Wait, first
it a
he
little."
ties a knot in his penis?
That's right.
Would you have rather paid to see him do that, Novak? Just have to tie a knot in his dick.
This magic show is actually puppetry of the penis.
Everyone else is running out of the theater, and I'm just standing slack-jawed like, "Oh my god."
Oh my god, massage it a little. Yeah, it's magic is one of those things where like when you see a top line performer on a big stage with a production, it's like that is fucking cool. And then you see a magician like in any other context, like a kid's birthday party or a mall or like a restaurant, you're like, that is sad. That guy just looks sad. Even though it's probably the same level of skill at some point.
Right. You find out he has got more mana than you. Pisses you off.
That's correct.
All right. Well, let's eat some summer snacks. We've got 3. The snacks have really nothing to do with the summer.
Let's make these snacks disappear.
So we've got 3 snacks, and we rate them on a 5-point scale. Love dat, like dat, indifferent to dat, dislike dat, and hate dat. Let's start with the Bit O' Honey, because it's the most well-known of them. So Bit O' Honey, most people have had, but I have not. I couldn't tell you the last time I had one of these. Have you guys had one anytime recently?
No, when I was a kid.
Yeah, I think probably just like Halloween's as a kid. I don't know at all what to expect, but I really hope I like it because, and maybe people will see this if they check the picture on Instagram or whatever. But Novak, you sent me like 40 of these fucking things.
Yeah, I have like a movie theater candy box full.
Yes, it's a movie. They come in a box like this movie theater candy, but it was like $1 for whatever 40, and so I just filled every little crevice of the package I sent to Chad with more Bit O' Honey pieces.
Smells like nothing.
The front says real honey and almond bits blended into delicious taffy.
Okay, so yeah, it is kind of like it's a little squat rectangular kind of Tootsie Roll sort of shape.
It feels like it might rip my cavities out.
Yeah, it is.
Oh
hard.
my god, that's really hard to bite. Was I supposed to one bite that thing?
One shot it with your magic card.
Ah.
Oh, there's not a lot of almonds because I'm allergic, but
I bet there's very few almonds in this.
can't you taste that all natural almond in this processed piece of shit?
This is like if you like went right up to the back of a cement mixer and just had them like pour the drying product into your mouth.
All right, Geiger, leading us off. What do you think of Bit O' Honey?
We were talking a little bit before this how I haven't had one of these when I was a kid, when I was a kid, and I didn't like them then, and I do not like them now. They are chewy AF to the point where it's just stuck all over my teeth. Like I'm going to be fighting to get rid of this thing for the rest of the night. It's also cloyingly sweet. Like it doesn't even taste. I don't know. It's been a while since I've had actual honey, and I do sort of like honey. I don't love it, but it's fine. It doesn't even taste like honey to me. It just tastes generically sugary, and it's got a bad aftertaste. You know what? This is a hate dat. I hate this thing. This is no good. I would never eat it. I've got 50 of them now to go through. Thank you. It's not good. It's not. It's less aggressively awful than. It's not like a Fit Crunch bar or something, but it's too sugary. I don't like the taste. The aftertaste is bad, and I hate the consistency. It's just there's no way I ever want to eat another one of these.
Wow, hate that to start. Chad, do you agree?
So I actually disagree with Geiger's assessment of the flavor. To me, there actually is a very strong honey flavor here. and I love the flavor of honey. I don't really taste any almonds. Actually, all I really taste is honey. And to me that's good. Like I really really like the flavor of honey. I think the flavor of this thing is very very good.
Really?
The problem is that the consistency is the worst possible consistency you could put in any type of candy. And it's so bad that it sinks this thing beyond repair. This thing is fucking dog shit. Hate that.
Oh,
Oh my god.
pressure's on, Novak.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. This is not a hate that. I cannot.
I don't like it at all. Name me the good thing about it.
I'm not saying it's good. This thing, I'm sorry, you guys are just wrong. It's not great. It obviously it's not even good. But Chad was right that the flavor's okay. He even said that the flavor's fine. And to say the flavor's okay and then give it a hate makes no sense to me. So the problem is I will need David Copperfield to make the stuff disappear from my teeth because that's the only way it's coming off. But to me, with the flavor being okay and the consistency bad, I'm going to go indifferent to that. It's just not as offensive as you guys are making it seem. So 2 hates and an indifferent for the Bitto honey. Let's go next to something the totally opposite side, a very unprocessed bar, the Bob's Red Mill peanut butter, banana, and oats bar. Now, Geiger, you said that Betsy actually eats some Bob's Red Mill because it's gluten free. Is it kind of how it's marketed? Is gluten free stuff?
Yeah, well, they make flour. It's one of the brands that makes like gluten-free flour. So we've had a bunch of it in our house before, or like baking mixes. You can get like chocolate chip cookie mixes and stuff. Yeah,
I think I bought their tapioca flour before.
it's not one of the ones we use anymore, but it's prevalent in like the gluten-free stuff.
Do you guys like the combination of peanut butter and bananas? Is that a good combo for you?
Very much so. Yeah, I'm down with that. That's like the sort of Elvis combination, right? Like he famously
Yeah.
love peanut butter
Yes.
banana. I had an Elvis burger one time in Atlanta that was like a regular burger with peanut butter and banana on it. That was pretty good. This has a very banana-y smell to it.
I used to very briefly. I was making smoothies for breakfast, and I would do like banana and peanut butter and like cocoa powder and rolled oats and stuff. So yeah, I think it's a good combo.
I like banana mixed with lots of things. I think it's good. Now, banana flavored things a lot of times aren't good, like banana candies and stuff. But I'm hoping this is just pure banana, so that it won't have that kind of nasty flavory taste that banana can
Yeah,
have.
I think so. This does not taste like artificial banana. You can taste the actual bananas. You can taste the peanut butter.
One could say this is full bananas. I it's weird. I like bananas in stuff. I just don't. I don't eat a regular banana on its own all that often. Which I have nothing against them. I'm actually it's one of the fruits I'm not allergic to. I just don't ever reach for a banana.
Uh, you know, a lot of these like kind of oat bars or whatever, I'm usually not a fan of, but this one's pretty good actually. This is tough. Like I've been eating a lot of Lara bars lately because we give them to my daughter as snacks, and she throws half of it on the ground, so I just eat it off the ground like a fucking vacuum cleaner, and it's better than those, I think. I'm actually considering giving this a love dat, but
Wow.
I don't
What?
think I can. It's not that good,
No.
but it is very good. So this is gonna get a strong like dat from me. I like this thing a lot.
Love that.
All
Wow.
over the map today with it. God.
I didn't know you were gonna take Bob's dick out and massage it a little.
You made his mill all red.
I take the red mill instead of the blue mill, right? No.
Yeah. Careful, isn't that like an alt right thing now?
Yeah. Oops. No. Blue mill.
I think it's pretty good too. It's not great. The banana flavor, I honestly would much just rather eat a scoop of peanut butter and a banana. Honestly, I think just spreading some peanut butter on a banana is probably more enjoyable than this.
That's fair.
That said, it still tastes good, and going back to it, I could easily finish it, and I think for being a healthy bar, it beats out a lot of other things like this, like Chad said. I'm going to double up on a like that. Geiger, Bob's knocking at the door. He's outside.
He's offering you the red mill.
Yeah, Bob's a real jerk. No, is this actually healthy? Is this one of those health bars that actually is like a ton of calories and like chemicals in it?
Look at Bob's face. Does he look like the kind of
Yeah.
guy who's going to lie to you?
He does look a little. He looks jaunty. Like he looks like an artist. He's got like a chapeau on with a little bolo tie. Stylish man, that Bob.
He doesn't fuck with chemicals.
No, he don't fucks with that.
It's non-GMO.
He's like healthy snacks or GTMO. That didn't work at all.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Just give me the red pill already. I've already ruined my life. It's fine. I don't eat a ton of these breakfasty, healthy kind of bars. I probably should. It is okay. I wish it was a little stronger in flavor. Like I do pick up a lot of the banana. It's got peanut butter flavor, but it doesn't taste strongly of peanut butter. And I like, of the two flavors, I prefer peanut butter over bananas. However, it's fine. I'm on the border of like that and an indifferent. I gotta stick with my gut. I thought indifferent at first, and I am gonna stay indifferent. It's fine. It's an average run of the mill, run of the red mill.
I like that one.
Bar of this kind, so it's fine. I definitely, if this was in the house and I needed something in a pinch, I have no problem eating it, but not gonna really go seek it out and buy it.
Whew, all right, we just missed a welcome visitor. That wasn't a real normal, like, not let Bob in the door. That was, you put your hand on the handle, stared Bob dead in the eyes, and then decided not to let him in.
It was a dick move of an indifferent. Yeah.
You said, Bob, you can come into this house, but then before he had a chance, you made the house disappear by turning him 180 degrees so that he couldn't see the house anymore.
I was about to let him in. He pulled out his Magic the Gathering cards, and I slowly shut the door on. You're not welcome.
All right, segment time. Chad.
So, one of the things that has been one of the most prominent things missing from our lives, during this whole quarantine shelter in place time period is sports, right? Like we're all sports fans to varying degrees.
Yes.
And there are like basically no sports on at all right now. That got me looking into some research about like what are some of the stranger sports around the world that also, are currently on hiatus, presumably. So I have some sports here. Now this is going to be called sporting event or snorting cement. So in other words, is this a real sporting event or was I snorting cement when I made this up?
Oh, huh?
So are these real or fake sports? Okay. So I'm gonna read off. I got 10 sports leagues here. I'm gonna read them off. You guys got to tell me if these are real sporting events or if I was snorting cement and made them up.
Your commitment to making things rhyme is impressive. I'll say that.
I hope one is magic.
Actually, it is kind of a strange coincidence that we talked so much about magic because the first one I have here on the list is the International Quidditch Association. Ugh. So the description I have here, Quidditch from the Harry Potter novels, but with adapted rules since, as we all know, broomsticks don't fly. Also, the golden snitch is now just a tennis ball in a sock. Novak you guys will answer for both of them, but Novak, we'll start with you here. Do you think that is a sporting event or
that's cement? A sporting? There's too many Harry Potter freaks. That's got to be a sporting event.
Geiger, what do you think?
100% a bunch of nerds are doing that. There's no way that's not real.
Yeah, that one is real. I started it off easy. Okay, number 2. This one is the Yukigassen Federation. This is a Japanese sport. It is a 7-on-7 game of organized snowball fighting combined with a form of capture the flag. Geiger, what do you think?
You are a creative sort, but I think that sounds a bit specific. I will say that is a real thing.
Okay, Novak, what do you say? Sporting event or snorting cement?
I'm gonna go the other way. I think you were somehow snorting cement when you made that
up. Geiger gets that one. That one is also a real sporting event in Japan.
Who's your favorite snowball thrower / flag capturer on the team?
My favorite Yukigassen player,
yeah,
is Sam Jones, one of the best.
They're allowed to have one American each.
Bob's Red Mill.
Scottie Pippen, he switched sports.
David Copperfield just makes the snowballs appear right in front of their face.
Biff.
Do you think whipping Magic the Gathering cards at people on the playground translates to Yukigassen? Now, I'll see if you guys can figure out this one. Number 3, International Netball Federation. This is a sport that is similar to basketball, but there are 7 players on each team, no dribbling, and no backboards.
Huh? That's terrible.
Novak, what do you think?
Seems unnecessary with the sports so close to the same. I'm gonna say that you were snorting cement.
All right, Geiger.
I think you snorted a big, fat, wet, sticky line of cement.
Well, I hate to break it to you guys. That one's real too.
What?
Wow.
Why?
It's popular in Australia, New Zealand, and the UK. Okay, number 4. So this is the Pro Kabaddi League. So teams take turns sending a person to the other side of the court to tag opponents and return before getting tackled. But here's the catch. The player must hold their breath the entire time and continually chant the word Kabaddi without taking a breath. Geiger, I believe you're up. What do you say?
What are the odds that Chad didn't make any of these up?
No. If this
No,
one,
this is no. Yeah, Kabaddi is Kanadi. You snorted cement. I'm gonna keep going with that until I get one right.
All right, Novak.
that rule doesn't even seem to make sense. Of run to the other side and tag someone and get back before you get tackled. Waiting for you to tag them and then tackle them. You snorted cement off of a prostitute's rear.
Off of her Kabaddi.
Well, that one's real. It is.
Fucking people that bored? I don't say you didn't make any of these up. You have not snorted a single line of cement yet.
It is. Just you wait.
Okay.
It is very popular in Asia. Number 5, the Bubble Football League. So this is a form of soccer, but players are wearing Bubble Boy style bubbles, which are called, quote, zorbs from the waist up. Novak, what do you think?
All right. I'm just going to look like too much of an asshole if they're all real. So I'm going to say that it's a sporting event.
Okay. Geiger, what do you say?
Wait, they wear Zorbs? That's what they're called?
It's called zorbs, yeah.
Yeah,
Bubble Boy
okay, that
bubbles.
checks out. That's real.
Yeah, that one's real. So
yep, that's real.
All right. Now remember there are 10 of these, so we'll just keep moving. Number 6, Lawnmower Racing Association. So competitors race riding lawnmowers around a dirt track, but instead of winning prize money, they are awarded food, and the announcers will whip up the audience to a frenzy with the catchphrase, quote, "Let's mow." Geiger, what do you think?
I'm 100% positive that's real. I think I've heard of that already.
Agreed. Sporting event.
Yeah, that one is definitely real.
These are
very
fucking all
popular.
sporting events. Every
These
last
are all-
fucking one of them.
I could be setting you guys up to look like an asshole here.
That's true.
You have not the temerity in your body to go snort some cement, my friend.
All right, well, let's see what you think of this one. Number 7, the World Chess Boxing Organization.
What now?
So, this is a combination of boxing and chess. So, players will alternate rounds where they will box one round and then play a game of chess the next round. The first person to either knock out or checkmate their opponent wins. Novak, what do you think?
It's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. So sporting event.
I'm just thinking, like, if someone could just teach Mike Tyson to play a halfway decent round of chess, he'd be the ultimate champion. Like, they're flipping the coin to see who goes first. He goes boxing. He just stares at some chess player, like, oh god, just get knocked
It's like,
out.
I'm going to eat your pawns.
yeah.
Just punches Deep Blue right into the middle.
Yeah. This is sadly true. This is a sport. Just get it over with.
This one is a real sport, yes,
Yeah.
in the UK, Germany, India, and Russia. And on the article, the picture for this one was hilarious because it was a regular boxing ring with a table set up in the middle with a chessboard on it and 2 dudes in like full boxing shorts and no shirt and like headgear, just sitting there like moving a pawn around or whatever.
This is so much easier. It's still better to teach a boxer to play chess than to teach a brilliant nerd to box, right? Like
they'll never have the
because
athletic ability to
exactly.
do both. Yeah.
Yeah. Just a couple more here. Number 8.
Searching for Bobby Fischer, he's just knocking dudes out left and right.
He was actually searching for that perfect uppercut.
Yeah.
Okay, number 8. The Extreme Ironing Bureau. So the idea here is that you do all sorts of crazy extreme sports things like bungee jumping, rock climbing, stand-up paddleboarding, all while carefully ironing a shirt. Geiger, what do you think?
It's real.
I also see the trend that you're making them purposely more bizarre. So I'm still going real. If the reels end, it's not going to be yet. So I'm going real.
Yeah, that one's real.
This has been Real Sports with Chad.
The picture for that one was so good. It's 3 people all on stand-up paddle boards, and they have ironing boards on it, and they're just like trying to iron a shirt. All right, here we go.
Who watches people do this? This is so stupid.
I don't know. They probably don't have any fans except their own like family that is there by obligation. Okay, number 9, the penultimate one. This one is called Buzkashi, not Bukkake, Buzkashi. So,
Bukkake, got it.
it's like polo where players are riding on horses, but instead of a ball or anything like that, they throw around a decapitated goat carcass. So the goal is to throw this goat carcass into an area known as, quote, the Circle of Justice. Novak, what do you think?
How are they throwing the goat carcass from horse to horse? This doesn't make any sense. It defies physics. It is completely impossible for this to be a sport. So sporting event.
Geiger.
Buzkashi. So it is not just like shaking up a bunch of booze bottles and like drenching someone all over their face at the same time.
Buzkashi.
Buzkashi.
Mm-hmm. Big difference.
Yeah, this I agree, Novak, doesn't sound plausible. Totally real.
Yeah, it's real. It's the national sport of Afghanistan.
Sure it is. Sure.
Wait, so what is Geiger up a point? Is that where?
Yeah, the score here is 7-6. Geiger.
Was Geiger the first one to realize to not call any of these cement mixers or whatever the fuck?
All right, Geiger. So no matter what you pick, you go first on this one, which is good because no matter what you pick, I'm gonna go opposite just for the tie. Now, if he's gonna make up one, it's now.
It's now. Now's the time.
He either was never going to, which is which he thinks is very funny, or he's gonna make the last one different, which he also would think was funny. So let's see.
Or it's possible this last one will be so transparently fake, as that's the more funny part.
Let's
We're
see.
gonna find out.
I'm actually more interested than I thought I would be by the 10th one of these.
Well, prepare to be let down. Number 10, basketball. No. Number 10, professional jack-off league. Description, self-explanatory.
Is that really number 10?
Yeah!
Oh, I know that's real. I was the MVP. No, that is unfortunately snorting cement. Or snorting semen.
Well, I have no choice. There's no pride in losing by one, so it's got to be a sport, I think.
It is unfortunately me snorting cement, but I think this is a niche market that we really have an opportunity to fill here. So, boys, drop your trowel and let's get started.
I humbly offer to be the first commissioner.
Who will? Remember, we decided that instead of the green jacket, it was the Master's bait jacket.
The Master's bait jacket was like clear and grayish, according to Chad.
Who will be the first winner of the Masters Bait Jackinit? Find out.
All right.
We're gonna have a hard time getting that one in the high schools. It's gonna have to be a pro-only sport.
You practice safe sex.
That's the one league that has flourished during the quarantine. It's the
Yeah,
Jack-Off League.
lots of practice.
We've got just right in time here. We've got the juicy drop next. So, juicy drop gum. This is an experience in itself, and it says on front, sweet bubble gum and sour gel, and a flavor boosting gel, and so this flavor is called Knockout Punch.
Oh, does it play chess? Is the piece of gum named after a chess player?
So what it has is you fold it open, and there's 8 pieces of gum, 4 on each side. It's a pretty sizable piece. And then in the middle, there's some kind of a gel container, which I cannot figure out how to open. Have you guys figured out how to open the gel?
I had to. That plastic red thing, it's like a holder of it. You got to like pull it out. So there's like a pull it out.
It's like a little lipstick tube.
So you open the gum first here. And so on the front, they actually show you a picture of what you're supposed to do. So you take the gum has like a little divot in the middle, and you're supposed to fill that divot up with the gel. But on the picture on the front, the person just like is really fucking excited to chew because they're squirting the gel and it's flying all over the place.
He's boozkashiing all over the piece of gum.
This is one of the wildest things we've eaten. Like, what a fucking weird idea.
It's when you get any, like, I picture like the guys like pitching this to the gum company, and it's like this elaborate thing that someone has to concoct, and they have to make gum containers and the juice containers and whatever. Like, it's just, I don't know how this gets made.
Did you fill
Smells
the whole divot with the gel, like straight across
yeah.
like a hot dog?
I douched it, yeah.
Like a hot dog or like a Twinkie Wiener sandwich?
Ugh.
All right, now let's try it out. Not a pleasant start.
Oh, that is sour. Gum isn't as hard as I thought it would be. It looked like it was going to be a real chunk.
Yeah. Does the gum itself actually have any flavor?
I can't tell. My taste buds are blown out.
Yeah, Knockout Punch is not a flavor, so it's hard to tell.
Now, this is gum. I'm not supposed to swallow it, right?
I mean, you could, but yes, it is gum.
I guess if I had to pick a flavor, it's like cherry, like a sour cherry.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste that bad, actually.
Trying to blow a bubble with this gum and not happening.
Yeah, gum's too soft.
Geiger,
yeah.
When we were in college, you were trying out that kind of like that phase where you were kind of like becoming a rapper, rap career. And we used to call you Juicy Drop because you would drop a lot of hot beats. Do you remember that?
Yeah. My flow was so wet that I would drop all those juicy hit beats. And because I was sour tasting. My jism.
Uh-huh. The only juicy thing that dropped for me in college was the inside of my balls.
The inside is juicy? I guess it's got sperm in there.
The outside's dry and wrinkly, so you know.
Remember when you and I collabed on that hit single, Just Massage It a Little? It was a club banger.
Is it sticking to your teeth in a weird way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to spit it out.
Like it's oddly sticky.
So here's the question. Do we try squirting the juice just directly into our mouth? No gum.
Sure.
Why? Didn't you taste it already?
Because one time on this fucking podcast we drank Tang concentrate. I don't know.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go straight juicy drop. Straight juice. No drop.
That juicy drop hit straight, yo. Sorry. Took me back.
you were becoming juicy drop again.
Yeah. Yeah. Bob from Bob's Red Mill was my producer, strangely enough. It was really strange.
And now I will make Geiger disappear and Juicy Drop appear. Quick, turn around.
Wicka, wicka, wicka.
All right, do you have the gel?
Oh yeah, I did it already.
You did? What was the result?
That's fine.
Sour gel.
Yeah.
So I'll go first. The flavor's not bad, but it's not good either. The concept is bad. It's stupid. there's no reason if you're gonna have some kind of like a liquidy mix with the gum. I'm pretty sure there is some kind of gum with liquid in it. You bite it, and then the liquid comes out. I can't think of what it is, but I remember having that at some point. This is just nonsensical. And what brought it down from indifferent to dislike for me was that the gum was just really oddly sticky and was it was not a pleasant thing to chew. It was kind of a difficult chew. So I'm going to give it a dislike dat. And Geiger, what do you think?
If I want to chew gum, I don't want to have to spend like a minute and a half preparing it. I just want to pop it in my mouth and chew it. If I want to eat a sour candy, I can also just take a wrapper off and eat it. I don't have to like sit in a lab and squirt it with goo and then eat it.
You don't have that kind of time. A minute and a half when you're trying to drop beats.
I'm a busy guy. I got to get in the studio and lay down some hot tracks with Wiz Khalifa. He's a thing, right? I I also agree. One of the cardinal flaws of this gum is that it's way too soft. You can barely blow a bubble. In fact, I had to really work the gum to get it into bubble shape. And half the fun of chewing gum is snapping off those bubbles. So the gum sucks. The candy flavor of the gel is fine. I actually kind of like the flavor a little bit. It's kind of like a typical like sour candy flavor. I have no problem with that. I just think just make the gum that flavor and you've solved all of the problems and removed the novelty, which is maybe what they're really trying to sell this on. So this is this is a dislike that. It's not. I don't hate it. It's fine, but it's dumb. The whole concept is stupid.
2 dislikes. Do we have an unwelcome visitor, Chad?
Well, I came here to throw goat carcasses and chew bubblegum. I'm all out of bubblegum.
You chewed all 8 pieces already?
That's right. Love that. No, yeah, so I agree with basically what you guys said. You said what needed to be said. The flavor is pretty good. But like just the execution of it, like having to do this whole concoction and stuff. It's like when we did the cherry yum diddly dip a while back. Like it's just too much work. Like I am a lazy fuck. I don't want to work for my food, right? Especially not my snacks. So it's too much work. And then like I couldn't figure out how to get like the lipstick squirter out initially because I'm a dipshit. And then but the main problem is the consistency there at the end, like having it stick to my teeth and stuff. It overrides sort of the okay flavor that it had. So we do have an unwelcome visitor. I'm giving it a dislike that.
So to recap, 2/3 of your problem with the snack was that you were dumb and lazy. I couldn't figure it out, and I didn't want to put the time in. That was your main problem.
I mean, it's like you are just meeting me for the first time or something. Like you've known me for 20 years. Why is this a surprise?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
The winner today, Bob's Red Mill, peanut butter, banana, and oat bar. Pretty good bar. So, Geiger, the listeners, they want to contact us for whatever ungodly reason. Where can they do it?
Hey there, if you've been able to follow today's chain of magic, followed by Magic the Gathering, followed by fake sports, followed by my rap career.
All those sports were real.
right. With the exception of the old jack-off league. If you want to reach out to, if you want to hit, buy my single, Juicy Drop Hits Da Beats, it's with DA in the middle, Da Beats. You can hook me up. I'll sign a copy of the CD and hand it out to you, and then you won't be able to play it at all because no one has CD players anymore. And then if you want to actually listen to our podcast, do so anywhere you normally download your podcast. We're on YouTube. We are on Instagram. We have a hashtag You Tried Dat on Twitter, all locked up to ourselves. We have the Gmail account that we check frequently. You try that at gmail.com. But we'd like to hear from you. If you want us to try a particular snack, if you have your own thoughts on our ratings, if you have oodles of time in your day to assemble this gum and chew it all the time, hit us up. And as always, please leave a like or a star or a review anywhere you listen to your podcast. And thanks for listening.
And don't forget, we have a new addition to our social media portfolio.
We do.
We've got the You Tried Dat OnlyFans account. But instead of
Yeah.
pornographic videos, it's just we just have a bunch of stop motion videos of snacks being slowly unwrapped.
It's hot. Pretty hot.
Juicy, next time you lay down track when you go in the studio, do you think that we can do you think we can get on it? Like, you need some featured vocals?
I'll bring my whole club and the crew, and it'll be all yeet.
It'll be juicy drop featuring Bit-O Honey and Red Malicious.
Red Bill. We can call you Red Bill. Red Bill. We'll call it Red Bill, and you'll be Bit-O Honey. And yeah, get that money, Bit-O Honey.
I'll be Masters Bait Jack, and Chad can be it, and we'll be features Masters Bait Jack in it.
Yeah. Masters Bait Jack, juicy drop, and some horrible sexual pun for Chad. And we'll be like the Leisure Suit Larry of rap albums. It'll just be all about jizz.
It's a bunch of middle-aged men making jokes about their dicks. Come listen to our raps.
And I do hella laundry because my socks are all sticky. Yeah.
The inside of my balls is very juicy, but the outside is dry and wrinkly. What?
Dry?
Perfect.
Dry? You just moisturize, my man.
Wait, we're already recording. We'll just release that.
Yeah. Don't waste this gold until we get in the studio. This is all perfect. What was I remember we one time played Truth or Dare or something, and one of the dares is I had to rap and I couldn't do it. And Chad, you for some reason you had planned on always using I always remember this, I don't know why, but you had like a planned rap that you would always wanted to rhyme something with the gout. Like something like,
What?
I love to eat
this
trout, and I had the gout or something like that.
So there was a guy in high school that was back when I was in the theater. He was a guy that was in drama with me, and
So if you're listening at home, Chad played Magic the Gathering and was in theater. Fucking slayed that puss when he was in high school.
He used to love to freestyle rap, and he would always rhyme things with gout. Like, it would always...
Why? It's such a weird thing to
he wouldn't do it on purpose, but like all his sentences would start with like, hey, I'm here to tell you what it's all about. Did I mention my case of the gout? And then, like 3 lines later, he'd be like, hey, everybody, stand up and scream and shout. And also, don't forget about my case of the gout.
Me and my posse gonna stomp you out unless one of us has a flare-up of the gout. So stupid. I don't know why I remembered that, but I just remember you being so excited to use gout in a rap. I'm like, what?
It's the perfect lyric.
Yeah, it really is. So I am a little surprised that with all of today's talk about magic, no one discussed the most prominent member of the magic community, former Orlando Magic Center, Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, I knew that's where you were going.
Remember that time Shaquille O'Neal made a whole dozen Krispy Kreme donuts disappear?
Remember when he made all your jism disappear by pouring a Coke into his size 20 shoe or whatever you were so excited about?
It was really cool. Yeah, I did cum my pants about that, though. You're right. I had a juicy drop from that.
Okay.
All right, wrap this thing up.
That'll wrap it up. But next week, we're going to be trying out some new things. But that'll do it for today. And Bob's Red Mill has won. We have taken the Red Mill. But we'll be back next time when we try out 3 brand new snacks.
Deuces.
Juicy drop out.